Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're watching this, it means you've reached week 15. I want to start by saying congratulations. Making it this far is a monumental achievement, and you should be incredibly proud of the work you've put in. This week marks the end of the formal lessons, but it's really the beginning of the next phase of your journey. To truly complete your 6-month immersion, the next step is to go back to week 1 and start this entire course over again. Now, you might be thinking, why repeat it? I've already done it. And that's a great question. If you've surrendered your life to Christ during this time, your spirit is sealed. Your eternal future is secure. But we have to remember that while our spirit is safe, the battlefield is still very much in our minds. We live in a fallen world. We make mistakes, other people make mistakes, and even fellow Christians aren't perfect. That's why this continued immersion is so crucial. The past has been wiped clean by forgiveness. We have a fresh start. All we need to focus on right now is God's will for us today. It really is that simple. By repeating this course, you'll catch things you missed the first time. Your mind is clearer now than it was when you started. You'll see the lessons in a new light. This repetition, combined with your commitment to church, recovery meetings, and physical exercise for the full 6 months, will solidify the foundation you've been building. You'll be well on your way. And even after the 6 months are over, the journey continues. Keep going to church, but don't just attend. Get involved. Find a way to serve. Continue with your recovery meetings, and when you're ready, think about becoming a sponsor. The greatest gift you can give is to help someone else navigate the same path UVA just walked. Give back. Now, I want to speak directly to anyone who might still be struggling with substance use. If you're still using, it's not a sign of failure, but it might be a sign that a step was missed or that you need additional support. Perhaps you weren't able to fully follow all the instructions. 2. It might be necessary to go through a proper detox and then start the program again from the beginning. For some, the influences in your daily life are just too strong. And an inpatient rehab program could be the key to getting the separation you need to heal. It might also be that you need to talk to a doctor about medication, like an SSRI, which can take a few months to become fully effective, but can be a game changer for many. Most importantly, pray about your next step. Be honest with God and with yourself. Is there something you haven't been able to completely surrender? Your past, your present worries, your fears about the future. Take some time to really reflect on that. Imagine for a moment that you are asked to give a speech to a group of teenagers about your experience. What would you tell them? By this point, in week 15, you've probably figured out the secret. Recovery isn't just about stopping something negative. It's about replacing it with something positive and healthy. When we are given life, we are given choices. The life you live is a direct result of the choices you make every single day. Being in recovery means choosing to live responsibly. But let's be real, it can be exhausting. Always being on guard, constantly making intelligent choices, fighting off relapse triggers. It takes a lot of energy. It's easy to get tired, to feel run down, or even become a little bitter. Life can fall into a monotonous routine. Wake up, work, come home, crash on the couch, sleep, and repeat. When people in recovery fall into this state of boredom and exhaustion, they become incredibly vulnerable. It's hard to resist temptation when your energy is at zero. The substances we used offered a quick, easy escape from that boredom and emptiness. And when your body and mind are desperately crying out for fuel, all the good reasons to stay sober can be forgotten in an instant. This is why you have to find your replacement. You need to decide what can take the place of substance use to give you a refreshing, satisfying break from the daily grind. What works for me might not work for you, and that's perfectly okay. It could be hiking, painting, learning an instrument, volunteering, joining a sports league, or even just reading a good book. It doesn't matter what the activity is, as long as it helps you relax and rejuvenate. The more tired and beaten down you feel, the less energy you'll have to stay committed to your recovery. Start paying attention to the warning signs, no-tos. How often you feel stressed, impatient, angry, or emotionally closed off. These are signals that you need more downtime, more healthy replenishment in your life. So I'll say it again. Please repeat this course. Fulfill your 6-month commitment of immersing yourself every single day in positive, Christian-based and non-fiction media. Keep going to church every week. Keep attending meetings every week. Fill your time and your mind with so many positive and helpful things that there is simply no room left for negativity to creep in. Your strength will come from the joy of knowing your final destination. Knowing that paradise awaits you gives you the power to endure the struggles of today. Repeating this course will help you refocus. Sets that didn't seem important before will suddenly click into place now that your mind is clearer. You've made it this far, and that is a massive victory. But don't let your brain trick you into thinking a celebration involves the old ways. Remember the words, if the sun sets you free, you are free indeed. You are free. Walk in that freedom. 2. And finally, if you know someone who is going through the same struggle, please share this course with them. I'm not selling anything. There's nothing to buy. I just know from experience that this process works, and it can change lives. Thank you for walking this path. Keep moving forward, one day at a time. God bless you.